glacier groans beneath the weight of every word I said too late. It seals the rivers in my veins to dull the edge of ancient pains. The permafrost is thick and white, a perfect shield against the light. Beneath the shelf I start to hear a crackling sound I've learned to fear. I didn't reach, I didn't lean, but I felt the flicker in between, as if the frost forgot to hold when something defied the bitter cold. I nearly grabbed the flame, but I couldn't even speak its name. Every time the embers glow, I seek the comfort of the snow. I don't know how to live with more than I am prepared to give. Every spark that finds its way extinguishes before it stays. The walls are weeping silent tears, the melting salt of wasted years. I watch the crystals start to drip and feel the anchors start to slip. The air is dancing with the heat, a pulse that I can't hope to beat. But when the cave begins to sigh, I blow the match and say goodbye. I don't know if I can bear the sudden scent of wood smoke there, but every drop that hits the floor is a longing I can't ignore. Maybe I've been nice too long to learn the lyrics to the song and burn, or a soul that learned to freeze before it felt the summer breeze and turn. I'm a winter with no end, fearing what the fire might send again. And the lonely truth I find is I'm the frost I left behind. I felt the heat against my skin, but I refused to let it in. I watched the golden flicker die underneath the frozen sky. I can't imagine what I'd be if the river ran inside of me. But for a second I was warm, and I almost braved the coming storm. The ocean whispers to the sand, a language I don't understand. It licks the edges of my soul, then leaves a dark and empty hole. The moon is pulling at the deep, a promise that I cannot keep. Between the waves I start to feel something wild and almost real. I didn't run, I didn't hide, but I shook when it got close inside, like I forgot what I should do. When the salt and spray come breaking through, I almost let it stay, but I pushed the tide away. Every time it comes too near, I disappear in fear. I don't know how to feel something close to real. Every spark that finds its way fades before it stays. The shells are scattered on the coast, like memories of a former ghost. I watch them wash into the blue and see myself in what they do. The air is heavy with the sea, like something's trying to drown me. But every time the water rises, I run away from its surprises. I don't know if I can hold something I can't quite control, but every trace it leaves behind is something I can't redefine. Maybe I'm too used to try to let a feeling flood my eye and flow, or a heart that learned to break before it ever had to take it slow. I'm a desert by the sea, fearing what will rescue me again. And the hardest thing I see is I'm the wall that's keeping me. I almost let it stay, but I turned the waves away. Every time it tried to bloom, I turned it back to salty gloom. I don't know who I'd be if I let the sea change me. But for a moment it was there, and I was almost not scared. The granite holds a heavy chill. The world is gray and perfectly still. It masks the heat I've kept suppressed deep inside this hollow chest. The obsidian jagged at the edge, a lonely life upon the ledge. Beneath the crust I start to trace a burning pulse I can't erase. I didn't spark, I didn't flare, but I felt the tremor in the air, like I forgot the way to be. When the earth begins to shake for me, I nearly let it flow, but I stifled every glow. Every time the embers rise, I shield my weary, soot-stained eyes. I don't know how to burn without a point of no return. Every spark that finds its way smothers before it stays. The sulfur mist begins to swirl around a cold and hardened world. I watch the clouds of ash descend and wait for everything to end. The sky is bleeding crimson light, a sudden break inside the night. But when the iron gates begin to yield, I stay behind my stone-cold shield. I don't know if I can stand to tried to follow where it blew, but lost myself in something new. The ocean calls, but not for me. It pulls away too endlessly. I stood where all the currents meet, still couldn't find a way to breathe. I kept walking through the sand, watching time slip through my hands. Every step I tried to take felt like one more small mistake. I'm like a wave that can't reach shore, breaking down forevermore. Every time I almost try, I fall apart before I rise. I'm the dust inside the air, floating nowhere, going nowhere. Every hope I try to grow faded before it could show. Trees will bend, they never fight. They let the storm just pass them by. I wish I knew how not to care. Instead I break and stay right there. The night will end, it always does, no matter how long darkness was. But I've been stuck between the light and something that won't turn to bright. I kept waiting for a change, for a sign to rearrange, but the silence held me still, like it always knew I will. Maybe I'm a fallen leaf, drifting with no real belief in ground, or just rain that couldn't land, slipping through without a plan. Unbound, I'm the sky that lost its blue, turning into something new. Too late. And the truth I couldn't face is I never found my place. Just wait. So I let the current wind stop pretending I could swim. Every part I try to save slowly sank beneath the waves. I was never strong enough to outlast the endless rush. You see nature passing through, I see everything I lose. The sky is wide, it doesn't bend. For broken thoughts it cannot mend. I spoke my fears into the blue. They disappeared like morning dew. The ocean breathes a deeper truth. It swallows everything, not you. I threw my voice into its sound and never echoed anything back down. I kept looking for a sign, something written in the light, but the stars don't rearrange. Just because I need a change, I'm just a grain inside the sand, slipping through what I can't stand. Every time I try to hold, I lose more than I control. I'm a shadow in the sun, gone before the day is done. Every place I thought was mine never held me long in time. The wind will pass, it won't recall the names of those who try to call. I chased it till I couldn't breathe, still it left with nothing underneath. The mountains stand, they never speak of all the things they couldn't keep. I wish I had that kind of grace. Instead I 'cause I was never meant to grow between. So I fade into the air like I was never really there. Every dream I couldn't keep falls into a silent deep. I was never strong or bright, just too small against the light. You see nature vast and true, I see what I couldn't do. Polished skin and eyes of glass, watching all the seasons pass. I've carved a smile that never fades, deep within the velvet shades. A perfect stillness, cold and dry, underneath the painted sky. Beneath the surface I start to feel a fever that is far too real. I didn't move, I didn't breathe, but I felt the inner spirit seethe, as if the wick forgot the mold when the room outran the bitter cold. I nearly let it melt, but I denied the heat I felt. Every time the flicker grows, I freeze the pulse that no one knows. I don't know how to be soft with this heavy mask held aloft. Every spark that finds its way hardens before it stays. The candles dance upon the wall, waiting for the mask to fall. I watch the golden drip of light and feel the softening of the night. The air is heavy, thick and sweet, a rhythm that I can't quite meet. But when the edges start to bend, I find a way to make it end. I don't know if I can bear to lose the shape I'm forced to wear, but every ripple in the glow is a secret that I'll never show. Maybe I've been still too long to learn the movement of the song and run, or a soul that learned to stay before it found the light of day. And I'm a monument to my own fear, drowning in a waxy tear again. And the lonely truth I find is I'm the cage I've left behind. The fire reached to touch my hand, I chose to make a final stand. I stepped away from the burning floor and locked the frost behind the door. No fluid heart, no golden change, just the stillness, cold and strange. I kept the mold, I kept the light, and watched the last ember die. The wind moves on, it never stays, it never asks, it never waits. I try to follow where it blew, but lost myself in something new. The ocean calls, but not for me. It pulls away too endlessly. I stood where all the currents meet. sand, watching time slip through my hands. Every step I try to take felt like one more small mistake. I'm like a wave that can't reach shore, breaking down forevermore. Every time I almost try, I fall apart before I rise. I'm the dust inside the air, floating nowhere, going nowhere. Every hope I try to grow faded before it could show. Bend, they never fight. They let the storm just pass them by. I wish I knew how not to care. Instead I break and stay right there. The night will end, it always does, no matter how long darkness was. But I've been stuck between the light and something that won't turn to bright. I kept waiting for a change, for a sign to rearrange, but the silence held me still, like it always knew I will. Maybe I'm a fallen leaf, drifting with no real belief in ground. Or just rain that couldn't land, slipping through without a plan, unbound. A sky that lost its blue, turning into something new. Too late. And the truth I couldn't face is I never found my place. Just so I let the current win, stop pretending I could swim. Every part I tried to save slowly sank beneath the waves. I was never strong enough to outlast the endless rush. You see nature passing through, I see everything I lose. The sky is wide, it doesn't bend. For broken thoughts it cannot mend. I spoke my fears into the blue, they disappear like morning dew. The ocean breathes a deeper truth, it swallows everything, not you. I threw my voice into its sound and never echoed anything back down. I kept looking for a sign, something written in the light, but the stars don't rearrange just because I need a change. I'm just a grain inside the sand, slipping through what I can't stand. Every time I try to hold, I lose more than I control. I'm a shadow in the sun, gone before the day is done. Every place I thought was mine never held me long in time. The wind will pass, it won't recall the names of those who try to call. I chased it till I couldn't breathe, still it left with nothing of me. The mountains stand, they never speak of all the things they couldn't keep. I wish I had that kind of grace. Instead I crack in every place. I kept waiting for the ground to shift and turn this all around, but the earth just held me still, like it always, always will. Maybe I'm just passing dust, something time will never trust to stay. Or a wave that couldn't rise, lost beneath 1,000 tries to break. I'm a cloud that couldn't rain, heavy, full of quiet pain, unseen. And the hardest truth I know is I was never meant to grow between. So I fade into the air like I was never really there. Every dream I couldn't keep falls into a silent deep. I was never strong or bright, just too small against the light. You see nature vast and true, I see what I couldn't do. The silver nitrate starts to fade inside a room of heavy shade. It holds the frames of who I was without a reason or a cause. The tin is rusted at the seam to lock away a celluloid dream. Beneath the coil I start to feel the turning of a ghostly reel. I didn't flash, I didn't glow, but I felt the shutter start to slow, as if the dark forgot its place when the lens caught a glimpse of grace. I nearly let it show, but I stifled every inner glow. Every time the light gets near, I burn inside my ancient fear. I don't know how to see the picture that is meant for me. Every spark that finds its way fades before it stays. The dust is dancing on the wall, a silent ghost, a lonely call. I watch the beam begin to aim and fear the flickering of the flame. The sky is wide and starkly white, a canvas waiting for the night. But when the colors start to bleed, I find the darkness that I need. I don't know if I can bear to see my secrets hanging there, but every shadow on the screen is a life that I have never seen. Maybe I've been dark too long to learn the rhythm of the song and shine, or a heart that learned to hide before it let the world inside the line. I'm a story never told, fearing what the light might hold again. And the hardest part to be is I'm the cage and I'm the key. I stood before the blinding beam, but I chose to kill the waking dream. I watched the vibrant frames turn black as I pulled the shutter back. I can't envision who I'd become if I let the daylight make and I was almost standing here.